Well, it is getting to be summer, and with summer comes sun and then the summer drought. And so I'm with Christine, and Christine, you are here representing a great organization. What is that?
That's a Regional Water Providers Consortium. It's a group of 21 public water providers in the Washington, Clackamas, and Multnomah County area. And the group focuses on a lot of different things, but the thing that we're going to talk about today is water conservation and plants and gardening, because that's appropriate right now.
It is appropriate, and I think when we think about water conserving and plants that do that, it's like we're thinking of, oh, I have to put cactus in, or I can only put sedums in, but really you've selected a wide range of plants that are beautiful that can be drought tolerant after they're established.
Correct, yeah. So there's many plants. You know, I spend a lot of time talking to people about their gardening practices and what can we do to make sure that we're not wasting water outside, because that is the biggest. I mean, you know, customers will use about 3 times more water in the summer than they do in the winter, so when it's all going outside. And the first thing I tell people is, really take a good look at your yard. What do you have to offer? What are the, you know, and every yard has little microclimates. Like every area, every location might get a little more sun or a little more shade. It might be wetter here or drier there, you know. And so know what you have first, and then you can go to the store. And one of the things that we wanted to point out today was you don't have to go to a specialty nursery that's like, you know, 20 miles away. Go to Home Depot, go to Fred Meyer's. And when you go and you're choosing a plant, one of the really important things to do is so you know what you have to offer. So now you find this plant, you're like, oh, that's beautiful, I have to have it. Well, pick up the tag. The tag is going to tell you what that plant needs, you know. Sun, partial sun, it's going to tell you whether it's wet, well-drained soils, or it needs a well-drained soils or wet soils, or whether it needs, you know, something that's like completely dry. So that's what you want to do, is check out that tag. What does that plant need? And then you decide, would it be appropriate for a location in your yard?
And you know, we tell people that all the time, the right place for the right plant.
Correct.
And so it's not any different for drought tolerant plants.
Right, exactly.
Not at all.
And the one thing too to remember, while you know, if you're choosing drought tolerant plants, when you first put them in the ground, they need ample amounts of water to get their feet, you know, to get their feet established and to be in there. But after about that first season and they're established, then you can really cut back and not really worry about watering them all the time.
And I see that you have such a great selection here. I mean, you've gone from flowering plants to little shrubs to evergreen. There really is a wide range of them, and you found them just at a local garden center.
Yeah, we did, and that's one of the fun things too. Different textures. Like I'm a huge texture person. I rarely even look at the flower, which kind of comes back to me later. But I love the texture difference, and yeah. So there's such a huge variety. The consortium, we have a Waterwise plants for the Willamette Valley booklet that people can ask for, and they can locate it on the website. That's very, very helpful. It gives all the information about different plants, all the way from grasses, trees, shrubs, perennials, you know, ground covers, the whole thing. So that's a really helpful book.
Well, it's so wonderful that you've done all that research, because that's great. It takes it off our back.
Yeah.
And so where can we find that information?
So conserveh2o.org is the website for the Regional Water Providers Consortium.
Well, there's so much information on that website. If you haven't been there, really go on it and check it out. It also has the weekly watering guide on it so that you know how much water to put down for the health of your plants. So much more information on it. So please go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you over to that website and you can find out all the information. Thanks so much, Christine.
Thank you.